Hi everybody, I'm Kim. Welcome to the Regretful Yarn Addict. Today we are going to learn how to do this stitch. This is the shallow single crochet. It's a very dense stitch. It makes a very dense fabric. Can you see how thick that is? This is made out of 100% cotton and a number 5, a 5mm, not a number 5. A 5mm hook is what I used. Is that even focusing? Yeah, there you go. That's what I used to make this one. It was very tight going. So for this tutorial, I am going to be using acrylic yarn and not a number 6, a 6mm, a J10. This is what I'm going to be using because you're going to want to go up at least a half a size larger than what the yarn calls for because it is a very tight stitch. All right, so let's go ahead and learn how to do this stitch. Grab your hook, grab whatever yarn you're using. Now, I would suggest that if you're going to chain, you can do any multiple. There's no multiple. But if you're going to chain and then do a row of single crochets, go from the bottom bump. Here, let me use the bottom bump. I, however, am going to start with a chainless foundation row because it's going to make it a lot easier. And we'll do a really quick little tutorial on that. So chain 2, go into this first stitch, go under 2 of those loops, grab your yarn, pull it up. Grab your yarn, pull through 1, grab your yarn, pull through 2. Make sure you're pinching that stitch you just made. Go under 2, pull, make a chain, make a stitch. Go under 2, pull it up, make a chain, make a stitch. Just like so. And I think for my sample, this is big enough. So we've got our 1 row of single crochets done. Like I said, you make this as big as you want, but I would really suggest making a little sample to begin with. Okay, now what I want to show you is right here. If you pull this apart, can you see that that bar right there? That's a bar we're going for. Okay, can you see it? Let me pull that up. It's this bar right here. If you pull your stitches apart, you can see it really easy. Okay? Because what we're going to do is turn our work, chain 1. Now, we are going under that bar and making a single crochet. See that bar? Go under it, make a single. Under the bar, make a single. just like that. Okay, let's chain one. Okay, now you can't see it as easy here, but it's there. Because what we're going to do, is just see, it's right there. Just grab it. You have to like get really in there, stick your hook in. This is not a stitch to do if you have a dull hook that doesn't have any kind of a point. See, here, let me, it's right there. It's not as easy to see once you get going, but it's there. Okay? Just involves a lot of practice to get that just poke through down there. See, it's right there. I'm going to poke through there, and the end ones are always more difficult. Okay, so let's chain one and try that again. So you can see them. If you pull your yarn, like I said, the first ones are hard, but it's actually right there. If you pull this apart, you're going to see it right there. And it's down there. It's always kind of hard. That's why I say you want to go up. I'd say go up at least a minimum half a millimeter. I'd go up a full size until you get the hang of it, and then if you want to go back down to a regular size, go ahead. But you have to like get right in there. And grab it and pull it up. I'm not sure if this is really showing up in the camera or not, but it's there. See how I've got the 2 loops from the top, and then I've got that third one. But you have to have 3 bars. Okay. See how thick and dense it is? We'll do one more row, chain 1. Okay, this one, I can almost see it really good. It's right there. Where if you're a super tight crocheter, it would be even more difficult to see where that is. You just have to dig in. Basically, if you go down to the bottom of that stitch and just stab it, you're pretty much gonna, you see how these come down in a V? If you stab right there in the bottom of that V, you should be able to get it. Just go down to the middle of that V and push through. So let's try that again. And again, let's see if we can point this out. Here's the V that comes from the two stems of the stitch. You want to get right down there in the bottom of that V, poke through, and you will be able to grab that third bar. Just poke down there at the bottom. I think once you get a few stitches in, you'll be an old pro at this. Just stab it, grab it, and pull. Stab down there, grab that yarn and pull it through to safety. Okay, there it is. And see how you get these nice, shallow little single crochets. And it's very dense. I mean, it holds a shape. And I'm not going to lie to you, this is not one of those really quick stitches, because you got to make sure that you're stabbing and grabbing. Just like that. Okay. Now I'm usually a pencil holder, but for this one, not gonna lie, because you gotta push it through, yet it's not as easy. Well, I don't know, I guess. Maybe I got that one started. I guess you can go. Yeah, you can pencil hold it. Just make sure you're getting those 3 bars. See, that one only has 1. I want above it. And by 3 bars, I'm saying you've got the top of the stitch, plus you've got that extra one. All right, everybody, I hope I explained this to you well enough. It's basically stab and grabs. It's just finding that bar over there on the other side. And like I said, if you get down on the bottom of these V's and you just push your crochet hook through there, you're going to grab it. So, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you either learned something new or got reacquainted with an old friend. Maybe an old friend you don't really like that well, but an old friend. And I appreciate you watching. I try to put tutorials of some kind out on Saturdays. So if that's something you like, go ahead and subscribe. I also do Wednesday wrap-up on Wednesdays where I talk about everything I've made, I'm thinking of making, or might be in the process of making. So don't be shy. Come hang out. And you all have a good day. Bye-bye.